Hello, guys. As you can see, hair is cut. I'm sitting here on a day where I have decided to, I got off my night job and I have a day job as well, and I just could not. My day job is slowly killing me. I work, I won't say where I work, but I am a pharmacy tech. And so I work with the public all day. And for y'all that don't know, like the pharmacy world is going through a major upheaval right now. In my state, which is Mississippi, um, a lot of the pharmacists have quit. The location that I work at is one of the busiest in Mississippi for our companies, and it like the surrounding area pharmacies are closing down out of nowhere. We're supposed to be 24 hours in my location. We broadcast on the building 24 hours. We can no longer uphold that standard because we don't have pharmacists that even want to work at our location. I believe when I started about a year and a half ago in 2022, we had at least like 6 pharmacists, and we had the pharmacy manager. We had an RXOM, that's the manager over the pharmacy techs. We are down to no pharmacy manager, a very stressed out RXOM. If she's doing a good job, as good as she can do, she's new, but she's holding it down as best as she can, but I can tell she's tired. And we are down from, like I said, 6 pharmacists down to 2. 2 pharmacists. Excuse my nails. I'm human, y'all. I'm not gonna be perfect on this channel. I can't be right now. I can't afford it. So it's a lot. And even the 2 pharmacists that we have, they're so strict. Like, we have one for the daytime, we have one for the nighttime. We used to have 2 for the nighttime, and they would work 7 days on, 7 days off. So now, obviously, we can't work that one overnight pharmacist 365 days. So she does her 7 days on, and then she does her 7 days off. So every year of the week, sometimes we're open at night, sometimes we're not. It's very confusing for the public. It's confusing for us as well. The daytime pharmacists, like I said, we can't work them 365 days. So she does her 7 days on, 7 days off, and the days that she's off, we are at the mercy of floater pharmacists. And that is not a good way to run a business, because a floater can tell you, hey, I'm not coming in today, I don't want to. And so that affects our hours when we can't get anybody to come in and work. And so at the surrounding locations, a lot of the techs have quit because you need a stable job. You know, going into work and seeing that you're closed, that's only fun every once in a while. Like, ooh, I get to do something else today. But when it's damn near every day, that is stressful. Bills still got to get paid. At our location, we're losing people because the stress is overwhelming. And then working with disgruntled customers. And I understand why the customers are disgruntled. When you can't get your medicine for yourself or for your sick child, especially when it comes to kids, my goodness, or, somebody's dying and they need this medication. Yeah, we get cussed out on like a daily basis, called bitches and hoes. And we're mostly a pharmacy full of a bunch of women. So bitches and hoes and sluts, get my medication. I want my motherfucking medication right now. Ooh. And we can't get it because there's a shortage. And then people don't understand that, like, the pharmacy is supposed to take care of that specific city. Or the way we're set up, we're supposed to take care of our specific city. Well, what do you do when the surrounding cities are not pulling their weight and they can't find people, so they're closed down? So now everybody's piling in on this one pharmacy. When I tell you, this job makes me hate my life. And then on top of that, I'm not sure what these companies get out of telling you that you have to have full availability. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I lied to get this job. I told them I had full availability, but when I started, they only wanted to work me nighttime shifts. The nighttime shifts are the worst because right when as we're starting to get busy, rush hour is usually from around 3 to 7. That's when they want to send everybody home. Everybody starts getting off because all the people that they like work the daytime shift, and daytime is busy as well, but not as busy as the rush hour. And then we go from like a staff of maybe like 6, where we don't even need that many people in the morning. We go from from 6 down to like 3 in the busiest hours of the day, and they like, oh well, you don't need help, and it's stressful. You're working with one person as a cashier, so it's kind of looking like I'm gonna rant. It's looking like Walmart. You got all these registers. You got about 4 registers, one cashier, a line full of 30 people, and you're telling me that we don't need help. Sometimes you don't even have a filler. And the filler is the person that's making the medication in the back. Like when I need to wait on my medication. Okay, we could do that in 15 minutes. We can only do that when we're fully staffed. So when we go down to 2 to 3 people, and that's if no one calls out. That's if no one calls out. We always have call outs. And people can't get their medication. We're still facing huge shortages, especially on stuff like insulin from 2020. Things that we just can't get in. Trulicity 1.5 specifically, we haven't had that shit in months. People taking Wegovy, we haven't had that shit in months. People taking insulin just to lose weight that don't even need it. And, people are out here dying without this medication, and you're taking it because you don't want to do the hard thing and lose weight the right way. Y'all, God has been calling me to YouTube, which is weird because I am not a camera person. That's one reason why I haven't really taken the time to figure out how to edit and how to make everything all beautiful and all that kind of stuff. I've been resisting a lot of urges for like the last couple of years. But I'm so stressed out that it's like I have to start taking this seriously, my channel, because I feel like I'm being called to it. I'm not sure why, but I'm about to take this ride. I'm typically a very shy person, but I gotta get out of that because I got a kid to feed. And this job, like this week, 2 of my very best coworker friends are leaving. One willingly, she's going to South Korea, so whoop, whoop, whoop. Congrats to her. But the other one, like people ran this woman insane, and she started going off on people. She just started going off on people. But the people were going off on her. And the company obviously took the side of the customer. But it's like, man, she was one of the best techs. She's one of the OG techs. She knows her shit. She's in pharmacy school right now. And they got rid of her. And I'm not going to lie. Seeing that happen to a really good worker, a really good coworker, and somebody that really went above and beyond, because this girl would stay. When we didn't have staff, she would stay for hours by herself. And they're getting rid of her because one person complained about her, guys. They went all the way to the top. I don't even know how they did that. They went all the way to the top, complained about her, and got this woman fired. And I'm so sad because she just got a new house. But I told her she's going to be fine. She's about to enter pharmacy school. She might have to live off of like refunds, grants or whatever, loans, but she's gonna go places, but she can't do that at the company that we're working at because it stresses her out. It stresses all of us out. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started this channel, for the ones who have been following me, and thank you guys for that. I never even really thought I would get any followers. So the fact that I have a few, I love you guys for that. I had hair. Last year was very stressful for me. I kept telling people that asked, like, oh, will you ever get rid of your hair? I said no. I loved my hair, you guys. I cut it off because I was stressed the fuck out. I'm going to be real. So trigger warning for anybody. I don't know if I'm going to do the trigger warnings on my channel, guys, because it's just like, this is just real. I'm not trying to trigger anybody. I'm just speaking about my own personal experience. I cut my hair off because it was either that or face like the suicidal thoughts that I've been having because of this job. It makes me hate my life. I can't do this shit no more. And the pay is, this is the most I've gotten paid as an adult. But when I tell you guys, like, I don't think it's worth it. And then you go, and I got bullied a lot at work last year from the coworkers because I did accidentally tell the boss, and it was accidental because I kind of, it was just like word vomit. They were talking about another coworker of mine that left early, and I was like, oh, so-and-so leaves early too, 2 to 3 hours early. I thought they knew because they were all friends, and they apparently they didn't. But it's like, how can you not know when you see the schedule? You see when everybody clocks in and out. So she knew all along. I was the one that just said it out loud. And it got back to that person. And that person bullied me. And I told 2 higher ups about it. Nothing happened. Luckily, the girl is about to leave soon. But last year was horrendous. And I've been living paycheck to paycheck. I recently got another job at another company overnight. And it doesn't pay much, but at least it's not stressing me the hell out. The only stressful part about it is I don't get a whole lot of sleep. And now I'm dreading going into my day job because I hate it that much. I hate it. I gotta find some type of way out, and I'm really hoping that YouTube is gonna be it. I'm not thinking that this is gonna turn into any overnight success. It would be great if it would, but I know it doesn't work like that. I have to put in some more effort on this channel, which I'm gonna I don't even want to tell you guys what I'm gonna do. You're just gonna see it. But when my sister died a couple of days after Thanksgiving, something in me just broke. It broke. And then I went through a breakup of sorts. Breaking up with somebody that you're in a situationship with. I'm so over dating, guys. That's another topic for another day. But yeah. Like the last couple of weeks, even of this year, being at this job has really been messing with my mental. And it's just like I feel lost. And I don't want to continue hating my life. I've never been a person that's been big on money. I understand why you have to have money. Trust and believe, it's expensive out here. But it's just like, at what cost? Because one or two things are going to happen. Either I'm going to get fired for going off on a coworker. I'm either going to get fired because I no longer give a shit, which is probably going to be that one. Or I'm going to get fired for going off on a customer. Because regardless of what anybody says, the customer is not always right. For any of you who have been in service-based jobs, you know that the customer is not always right. And while I can empathize with these customers, the fact that you would treat a dog better than you would treat a human being is disgusting. We do so much work, and I do have those customers. I have gotten tips for giving great service at this job. It doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, I am so grateful to those people because they see us struggling. I have had mental breakdowns on this job because people call in and now I'm having to do the work of 2 and 3 people, all the while getting cussed out by customers that don't understand what's going on. But at some point, it's like, is it really worth my sanity? And I have decided that it is not. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to step out on faith and give this YouTube channel a chance to grow and to flourish. And eventually I'm going to get it together and come with more concise videos where I'm not all over the place. But for right now, for my day ones, I have day ones. That's crazy. But my day ones, thank you for even subscribing to such a mediocre channel like mine. Thank you. And I hope that you guys are going to be along for the ride to hopefully see me grow and flourish and become the person that God has created me to be. Because, my God, there has to be more to life than hating your life. I'm not going to cry on here. Wherever you are today, I hope that y'all are having a great day. I hope that you are somewhere being loved and taken care of. I hope that you're somewhere at a point in your life where you are so fulfilled. Y'all have a good day.